My beautiful, lovely Sagittarius. So, let's see what is going on. Some of you Sagittariuses may have an adventurous spirit. So, when I say an adventurous spirit, you might be going on an excursion of some sort, whether this is a vacation or if it's just something fun that you want to do with like your friends or your family is what I see for you in the near future. I see a lot of like a group chat. It can be a group chat, or this could be like text messages amongst you and your friends. It's something that you are getting together, whether once again it's your friends or whether it's your family. And some of you are going to be trying a new hairstyle, something different, something new, and you're going to love it. You know what I want to tell you, Sagittarius, and this makes me want to pull a different deck for you. Be prepared for a brand new journey out of nowhere in your life. Be prepared for like a new door that is going to open up for you, and it's going to give you brand new experiences that you've never ever had before. And these experiences they enlighten you in a sense. It's different. Like whatever you're used to doing in your life versus now, it's way more different, and it's way more pure, and it's something that's gonna stick. I just see new doors opening up to you, you doing new things. Spirit doesn't want you to back down or give up. Like, don't give up, do not back down. And it says start delegating, so it just means that you're gonna need to plan ahead. And planning ahead can have to do with, like I said, there's new experiences that are coming into your life. It's just different. That's the biggest way that I can explain it. Start delegating. You're going to be more financially responsible. Some of you may have multiple accounts, and I see you dividing money in between. Like you may have a checking account, then you have a savings account. Some of you may even open up an account for your child, or if your child already has an account, I see you adding money to their account. So those are the big things that I see. There's lots of peace. Lots of peace and harmony that for some reason you're not going to be able to explain it. And some of you can be more in tune with water. So that can just look like you spending more time around water. Or this can be like you taking some really beautiful baths. Like some people, love to do cleanses when it comes to baths. There's like cleansing rituals to cleanse your aura. There's so many different oils out there that you can use in order to do like a deep cleansing, or for some of you, a deep manifestation ritual. It could be, you could be manifesting peace without even realizing it. A new declaration to yourself that you don't have to explain certain things to people, and you don't care how it looks for you to be you. You can wake up with this new sense of, I don't give a damn about what people think. Like, this new journey is for me. Some of you, we can go back to that soft life. You live a more softer life. You could have had a life prior to this that was like you were on the edge. You could have been a party girl, you could have been a party guy, you could have been out, or you used to drink past your own limits, and that could have been fun for you. But at this point in time, like having new experiences is gonna be fun for you, and it doesn't have to include that level of intoxication if you used to be a drinker. This seems more so like people around you that feel like home. So it can be like your best friends taking pictures, Some of you too, pole dancing. You can do pole dancing, or like sipping paints, like different things that could be outside of your comfort zone, but it's with people that you actually feel at home with, and it brings you a lot of peace and a lot of laughter. and you go home and you sleep like an angel. So you're going to be getting a whole lot more rest. I see you reflecting a lot, Sagittarius. Like, I even wonder, why are you in your mind so much? Like, what, I want to know why you're, I want to know what's going on with your mind. Like, you're thinking a whole lot, but I wonder what you're thinking about. But, yeah, bodies of water, like I said, like cleansing baths, some people, so for me, I'll tell you about myself real quick, because I, go to the gym, and I seen this woman who used like lemongrass oil in the sauna, and it was so freaking amazing. Some of you can use things like that, like lemongrass oil in your bath to purify your energy. It's known, like you can literally research it and you can see it for yourself, that lemongrass oil is a purification for negative energy, by the way. Also eucalyptus oil. I used to be in love with eucalyptus. There was even a flower shop not too far from me where you can literally buy the eucalyptus plant, and Jesus, it smells so damn good. It wipes out everything. Like, even if you're in your mind a lot, maybe that's what Sagittarius, if you're in your mind a lot, maybe that's what you need. Like some eucalyptus to like clear your energy or clear your thoughts. Like, maybe you need a reset in your mind. Maybe you have racing thoughts, but I don't know what the racing thoughts is linked to, but I'm going to help you. I'll get to the bottom of that, because I'm so curious of why. It's like you're having these experiences, but it's almost like you're not being present then if you're in your mind. If you're having these beautiful experiences, but you're in your mind, I want to know what that's all about. But anyway, so yeah, eucalyptus is really good, whether you use the oil or the natural plant of eucalyptus, if you want to clarify. If you want to clear your energy and clear your mind. Also, lavender oil. But I don't even think lavender oil is as strong as the lemongrass and the eucalyptus. So guys, look these oils up. You're going to love them if you are into this cleansing, purification type of bath rituals, which is so beautiful. So let's see what else is going on with you. Dresses. Some of you are going to you're probably not even a person who likes to wear dresses, but for some reason you can feel more drawn to dresses, or you can feel more drawn to flowers. Like, I see like curly hair. I see like a flower dress, or just a dress. You can feel. Let me see how teachable are you? Are you in your mind about previous lessons and certain things that you've been through? Because then that will make sense. See, look, you're rising above. Honey, I knew you was in your head. Why are you now I have questions for you, Sagittarius. I have so many questions. So you're in your mind a lot about certain, like reflecting over certain things that you've been through, and with the alchemy, you're rising above it. But why are you still attached to it? Yeah, that's a good question for you guys. Look, I'm gonna have you thinking this week. Why are you so attached to those thoughts? Is it fear? Like you're rising above these past mistakes, certain spiritual lessons that you went through, and are you holding on to them because you don't want to forget it, because you're starting out new? Like even some of you, if you have a renewal of a relationship and your relationship failed, and you don't want to make the same mistakes even in your relationships again, because you don't want to be hurt the same way that you were hurt before. It's a situation like that. Some of you too, with life purpose, you can be in your head. How can I use what I've been through to help other grieving women, grieving men, grieving teens? You could also be reflecting on it like that. It could be purpose. See, I knew it. Dating and manifestation. It's so you could have manifested a brand new dating season for yourself, or this is something that you're going to start to do. Maybe you're at a place where you feel like, I'm ready to put myself out there again. I want to date again. And some of you can be in like a hopeless romantic type of energy. You want to, especially if you're a feminine, you want to date You want to raise your standards. You want a man who can bring you flowers, like romance. Romance is what you are going to be wanting. Romance is going to be heavy on your mind. You can even find yourself being drawn to more romantic comedies, or you're going to be more inquisitive about other people's relationships that are doing good and that are lasting, because you want to know, how can I attract in a relationship that will last? I don't want to lower my standards. I want to date. I want someone to initiate. I want someone who is romantic and affectionate and available. And it's like you want to feel those feelings again. For some of you, it's been a long time since you've been loved on, honey. You want to be loved correctly, Sagittarius. So I feel like you're really sitting there and examining how you went wrong in the past and what you can do to manifest way better. That's what it looks like for you this week. And you're not going to back down. Our spirit is trying to tell you, for any of you that gave up on love, do not give up on love, especially for the ones of you who attracted in narcissists. Narcissists teach you how to love yourself. They also teach you to have self-respect and boundaries. These are the things, how teachable are you? These are the things that you've learned. These are all, it's abundance. You know that, right? Because you may get hurt, but look at all that you've gained from the pain. You've gained an abundance of knowledge, and it's learning how to love yourself so much that you will be damned if somebody treats you less. You know what I'm trying to say? When you love yourself, there's a level. Okay, you know how I feel about self-love? For any of you parents out here, you really love your children. You're very protective over your children. You don't want nobody to hurt your children. And if anything happens to them at school, you are the first person down there serving face, body, and finger. Who did it? Because you pointing. Who did it? Who touched my child? Who did this to my child? What happened with my child? Self-love is having that same level of protection and speaking up for yourself. That's what self-love will do. Self-love will have you like protecting yourself. So you see someone breadcrumbing you, or they disrespect you, or they don't meet your needs, or they starve you of attention, they starve you of affection, they starve you of these things. You're so in love with your own self that you would not allow anyone to treat you that way anymore. Like, this got to come to an end. No. So that's what it could have done for many of you, that it taught you how to love yourself, not to like need anyone's approval or wait for someone to treat you good, but for you to know that you are deserving of it because you love yourself so much. So this is what you're healing. This is exactly where the healing is for you. You allowed too many people to play with you. You allowed too many people to waste your time. You allowed, how teachable. This is all the things that are coming up. Some of you may be even thinking about writing a book so that you can help, even like teen girls now. These teen girls, and they're outside and wearing, revealing clothes so young and trying to attract the attention of men. And it can be even a book for teens to learn how to not get themselves wrapped up in the attention, but actually gain the respect. It's better to have the respect of a man than to have his attention. Attention will be short-lived. But once you have a man's respect, that love will carry over if you create a foundation of love based on respect. Anybody who don't respect your boundaries, like, they can beat it. They can go. So that's what you're going through. A lot of you just felt rejected from men for a very long time. And I have to make this about women. A lot of you just felt really, really rejected by men, and it made you wonder, like, well, what's wrong with me? How come they're not seeing my worth? Some of you can dress really nice. Some of you have a nice car. Some of you have a really good foundation, and you could have been like, I dress good. I look good. How come I keep getting rejected? And it could have been a very, very painful cycle to see that You know, like some people were pleasing to your flesh, but when it comes to loving you the right way, you are looking for signs like, do they love me? Do they love me? And like, what's going to happen? Like, you didn't know, you know? So once again, lots of love making. They'll touch your body, but you're always looking for signs for love. Like, and this could be the cycle that you're healing from, like learning how to stand in the divine feminine. The divine feminine doesn't need to give her body away to get the approval or the attention or affection or respect from a man. The divine feminine just is. So with chivalry, once you learn how to love yourself and respect yourself, you're going to see that you actually get a different type of man that wants to show up in your life and wants to, you know, give to you. I feel like that's the season that you're stepping into, where you have learned how to love yourself and be okay with yourself, and it's making your price go up, and it's making you more attractive, and it's actually making men want to invest in you, want to make you happy. It's men coming into your life that is actually proud to be with you. I even see flowers in his hand. So if you've been trying to manifest this for yourself, this is exactly what you are going to get. And I just see you being like happy with your own self, like just feeling more fruitful, just feeling better, you know, just feeling better. You could have been holding on to this pain for a while. I just see you feeling better. So there is lots of admiration for you now that you are not seeking it and you've embodied it. There is going to be a gentleman that is going to come into your life, and they're so excited. Whoever this is, they're excited. And if you guys do go on a date, they like the way that you dress, because they're like, "Ooh, you look nice." Like they're excited to be by your side. They're excited to be with you. It's just that simple. They're just excited to be with you. You guys could even get really cute and take it old school. I still appreciate this level of love. You tell me how you feel, but for some of you, I see old school date nights where you guys lay out a blanket outside and you have fruits, and, you know, the gentleman brings flowers and you guys have a bottle of wine, and, you know, it's just taking in the nature. Like that's the old school traditional romantic way where you guys can have intimacy and bond over conversation or looking at the water waves with a nice blanket, a nice breeze, a beautiful day. For some of you, I see that level of romance coming into your life. So once again, with manifestation, you could be manifesting a real hopeless romantic. Look, stop. Ooh, baby, I love this. I love when I'm talking in the cards. This just a flipping out. So when it comes to family, tribe, and intimacy, this person is going to feel more like family. You know, they're going to feel way more like family, like intimacy. I just said that. There's a strong level of connection, not attachment. What you have with this person is not an attachment, or this new person coming into your life. It's not going to be about attachment. It's going to be about connection and just enjoying the peace that you guys have with each other. You know, you may even feel like soft just being in their arms because they're very, very comforting. They're very affectionate. This can be a person who loves to kiss you on your forehead, you know, they kiss you on your cheeks, and they really love embracing your love. That's what it seems like with this new person in your life. It seems very pure, and they're very assured of your love. It's your love that they love. That's impressive, because in this generation, there's a lot of people who run away from love because love is not safe for everyone. This is someone where you guys equally, look how this looks. The bond that you two have, you equally enjoy the level of love and intimacy that is formed. So there's a lot of comfort This can feel more so like a secure attachment. A secure attachment. There is no, I don't feel like outside influences or for now, come back next week. Let me start. But for now, there's a level, I want to do this to you guys, right? There's a level of like sacredness and harmony between you two, like you guys are covered and protected as you figure this out between each other. So it could even be a thing where you don't really tell your friends about this person yet because you're still trying to feel deserving of it and trying to learn how to love in this healthy way. And this person, they're just cherishing every single moment. So I see them reaching out to you and even asking you like, oh, what kind of flowers do you like? Or, oh, what color do you like? And you're like, why are they asking me this? And you don't realize that they're about to surprise you. You know what I mean? It's like that. So there's no interference. It's just two people enjoying each other's company. And, yeah, so that's what I feel from this union. This feels very sacred. Look, you guys are very compatible. You guys are very compatible. So be prepared. I feel like you're going on a new journey of love. This is what it looks like. An elevated, soft love. Elevated, soft love. It's about, I shouldn't say just about, because I was going to say it's just about intimacy and connection and growth and exploring each other's truth. So you might find yourself opening up to this person in ways that you've never really opened up to anyone. And you may see that they're comforting you while you're doing it. You know, have you ever had someone to reassure you and comfort you while you're going through your healing process? Because that's what it looks like. You're going through your healing process. And sometimes you feel anxious. You need reassurance. You need someone to make you like feel like everything is going to be okay, and this person does it naturally because they move to the rhythm of your vibration. So if you separate from this person and all of a sudden you start to feel anxiety, your mind starts to wander and you start to think about what Paul did to you, honey. There's something about this person that all of a sudden you're going to notice that their hand just starts to rub your leg and you're like, oh, and then snap out of it. That makes me wonder then, is this a healing connection for you? What is this? A new cycle of love. It's definitely a new cycle. Look, you're trapped in your head. I knew it. You are trapped in your head. You're gonna be trapped in your head about this connection. Maybe at times when you're by yourself, you get trapped in your head about things that didn't work out and you feel kind of empty and a little like closed off. You're still healing. Damn it, I feel bad for you. Shoot. Like this is deep. Like this is deep. Because how do you're connecting to this person and they're meeting your needs, but as soon as you are by yourself, you're back to being trapped in your head, a little closed off, feeling empty. This connection it's going to take some time for you to get adjusted to feeling safe. You are not used to feeling safe in love because of the lessons. Let's go back to that card. Where did it go? Because of the rejection that you face. You could be healing from rejection. That's what I'm saying. Feeling deserving of love because so many people weren't able to give you what you were worth. So you're still healing from being rejected. You're still you're still overcoming a lot. So without this person, you kind of go back into that place of times where people didn't treat you good, when people didn't offer you what this person is offering you. So What I'm just curious to know. This person is coming into your life to help you finally let go. Let go of rejection. Let go of not feeling like you are deserving of good love. They're going to help you integrate that if you don't sabotage it and run away or start arguing. Some people, when they come from dysfunction, they like to argue a lot. Like for no reason. They'll just find any reason to argue. So you'll see where you are when it comes to that. But this is the new cycle that is opening up for you, Sagittarius. This is what you're going towards. I hope you know that I offer spiritual life coaching if any of you are integrating a healthy connection and you need help. If you need help with, integrating a healthy connection after being abused. Emotional manipulation is abuse, by the way. You can email me in order to help you break free from old patterns and integrate new patterns. I can definitely assist you with that. I love doing that, by the way. Because I understand the psychological factors and the spiritual factors and the physical factors. And it's a lot of work. If you are open to that level of work because you have a loving partner coming into your life and you want it to work, you don't want to sabotage it, or sometimes people struggle to make healthy decisions for themselves as they let go from dysfunctional connections or patterns, I can help you. So let's go into love, even though the general energy for you had to do with opening up to a new cycle. It says the Magician. I feel like you're manifesting love, or this person can be trying to manifest this with you. King of Cups is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio cross watchers or Sun, Moon, horizons. 10 of Pentacles. What this person has to offer you is longevity. Your spirit guides don't want you to settle. They do not want you to settle. So learning how to love yourself is the only way. Spirit says learning how to love yourself is the only practical way to get you to not ignore the red flags anymore. Because if they were to give you healthy love, you would run or you would ruin it. Being codependent or tied to men that are not emotionally available or that are not equally yoked. So I wonder if this person is almost like a source of dragging you out of that cycle where you feel drawn to like people that you have to fix or people please with, or people where you feel like you're doing the majority of the work. Yeah. So it says 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. This person is thinking about long term with you. They're thinking about the possibilities of the future with you, but not only with you, just with themselves. Like, what is my future life going to look like? Like, what do I really want? Who will I be? They're thinking deep. 4 of Swords, this person, when they're not with you, they're in their head deep. Like, they're going deep too. How do they see you? How does this person see you? As the Chariot. They see you as someone that they can learn from, someone that they can grow with, and some of you they see you as very, very balanced, very understanding. And the Wheel of Fortune. They can see you as very abundant. You have direction in life. You're very abundant. You're very understanding. They think about your characteristics a lot. 9 of Pentacles, like you are single, sexy, and free. This person feels like they could have met you this way. They met you in a 9 of Pentacles energy where you have everything going on for yourself. That's the way that they see you. It's like you have direction. You know what you want in your life. You are very strong. You have your own money. You take really good care of yourself. It's like they're thinking about themselves now in their life and the direction of where this could go. They see you as very honest, very direct. They're in their mind a lot. The same way how your thoughts are running and racing, and is the same way how this person is starting to think really deep about the future too. This is really interesting. This is an interesting dynamic that's coming towards both of you. I wanna go so much more deeper. I'm gonna continue with this connection on the extended. They seem very, very interesting. They're definitely emotionally available, affectionate. I just seen a vision of you two being like in the kitchen. You can be like washing fruit and they can be like cooking, or you guys can be getting like a bottle of wine, watching a movie, eating together. Lots of comfort with you two. But I would like to know the future direction of this connection, or the significance of this connection for you. If you have a daughter, your daughter really does appreciate you a lot. Your daughter may surprise you with a gift. Like they love you and they want you to know that. All right. When it comes to your finances, I see letting go. Some of you, I think you're just going to be more patient with your journey. Some of you could have had a lot of, and for some reason I hear studying schizophrenia. Some of you guys can be, if you're not, some of you could be thinking about going into the direction of like being a psychologist, being a counselor, being a because schizophrenia, that's mental health. Like, I don't know if some of you have a parent. Some of you can have a parent that is struggling with schizophrenia, or you can have people in your family that struggle with mental health issues, and you're trying to understand it better so you can work with them. Because honey, sometimes your parent comes at you crazy and you want to start to look at them for who they are, not for who you want them to be. So of course we know if you have a parent that is struggling with schizophrenia, there's going to be issues with their health, or certain things that affect them that will affect how they interact with you. So, like how sometimes when we hear the word mom, we hear the word dad, we have a fixed way of what a mother or a father should be. And once again, I talk to my friends about this all the time. Our generation and how we parent our kids is so different from what our parents did to us, So the level of sacrifice and how we will heal ourselves and be accountable even with our own children, and the level of communication that we have with our children, or how we even allow our children to have a voice. That was not in our generation. If you were a child, you were just to listen, and you weren't allowed to speak out. It was disrespectful if you stood up for yourself. Like just think about that. Just think about that. Even for any of you guys that are healing from like mother trauma or father trauma, because I had a deep conversation with someone about this the other day. And by the way, it took me so long to get to this place. All right. I want you guys to know that as well. That inner work to heal your parental trauma is some deep shit. It's some deep shit. And it's the most painful trauma healing that you would ever have to do, is to go into your parental trauma. When you overcome it, because this is something that you can definitely overcome. It's just acknowledging that their way is so much more different from us, millennial parents, and how we parent our children, especially if you're conscious, right? If you are conscious, you could be the generational curse breaker of your family. So of course your way of helping and being there for your children is going to be so much more different from what your parents did for you, you know. And then let's go into the word empath. If you are an empath, there's a special level of love that you hold for the world, period, that a lot of people don't have. The majority of this world is not compassionate. The majority of this world is not like loving and kind. You know, it's like special people. When you meet kind, loyal, loving people, they're rare. So just know that. I don't even know why that information is coming out for you, but I don't like, you could be integrating so much stuff with the self-reflection. You could be going deep. It could be your time, Sagittarius. It could be your time. You could be tying your love patterns into your upbringing and how your mother or your father treated you, and why you thought it was okay to fix people and they end up breaking you and letting you down. Some of you could have even had attracted in narcissistic friendships. And it could have came from your line and you're going through that. But anyway, when it comes to work, that's where I came up with all this stuff, right? Because work, some of you guys can be thinking about, some of you guys can be professionals for real. Or you can be thinking about going into that profession, like when it comes to life purpose, because you've been through so much, you have enough, you can be speakers. But when it says nothing and saving your money, some of you could have said like, you know, I'm going to look for a new job. And when it comes to nothing and saving, you're going to let that go. You're just going to allow life to happen to you. Some of you could have been trying to force your way, and you're probably just going to say, you know what? I'm making decent money. I'm just going to stay here and just wait it out and see what happens, you know? Some of you could have thought about like, I'm ready to quit my job. I want to leave. I need another source of income, but you're going to let that go and just stay at your job. Some of you can be thinking like, I'll just stay here, get beyond the illusions of fear when it comes to my money. Some of you may be thinking about going back to school because you are not happy with your job for a while, but you are thinking about a new vision. Some of you just don't want to get up and work for somebody anymore. So you're going to have to make things happen. If you had it in your head for a long time that I just want to work for myself, you're going to find yourself taking action towards what you need to do to make sure that happens. And I see your friends like encouraging you, like they don't want you to give up. But it shows rejection and passion, you know, like some of you could have wanted to go for a job, but you're just afraid. What if it doesn't work? There's something that you're really passionate about that you're going to let go, like the fear of rejection or the fear of what if it doesn't work or what if it's not lucrative. You're going to let that fear of rejection go. But you see how deep that rejection is running? It was in your relationships and now it's coming in fear when it comes to your job. So that rejection is running deep. You got to be careful of how people like play with you for real. It really, when I tell you psychological abuse is crazy and how deep it is and how it affects your choices and how you see yourself and how you make your money, like it runs deep. But anyway, some of you are paying your car note off. You have a car note or a lease. You have a really nice car. Some of you could be trying to apply for a new car and you might have a really high interest rate, or you might get declined for a loan. So it says entry level and workforce. Some of you are working. Be careful of unexpected expenses. Some of you will go for a new job offer. It's like as soon as you give up the thought, like I need to find a new job, you get a job offer. All right. I'm going on to the extended, my loves. I want to do a full spread on this person because I want to know your love story. I want to know about this person. The extended will be in the description box, and I'll also go over your family, your friends, your children, your neighbors on the extended. You can click the link. If any of you struggle with the link, you can email me. Email me at lovewinsguidance@gmail.com. That will also be in the description box. Love and light.